In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create additional layout files using Android Studio. So oftentimes you're not going to need to do this because Android Studio will ask you if it wants you to create or if it should create an additional layout file when creating a new activity. But if you want to create an activity manually or just in general, there's going to be times where you're going to want to create a new layout file. So let me show you how to do that real quick. The way we create new layout files in Android is we go to, or rather in Android Studio, is we go to our resources folder, then we click on our layout folder, we'll just expand it, and then we can do this in one of two ways. So we can right click on that layout folder and then click new, and then go to not this layout resource file right here, not this one here. I'll show you what this is. I'll click on it real quick. So this is just a more complex way to add a new layout file. It's a lot more complex and unintuitive, and just don't use this way, right? So click cancel. What we're going to do is we're going to right click here. We're going to click new, and then we're going to go all the way down to XML. Then we're going to click on this layout XML file. So from there, we just type in whatever our layout file name we want to have. So we'll just say test_layout. And just so you guys know, we usually define our layout names with separated by underscores rather than camel case. So test layout, and then we just define the root tag. So this is essentially the layout we want it to start off with. So we can do a linear layout, we can do a grid layout, we can do a relative layout, whatever we want. I'm going to do a relative layout. We actually have to type this in. So relative layout, we'll click finish, and then you'll notice there we have it, right? Test layout, it's all created for us. We can go ahead and, we could see that the root tag is in fact a relative layout. If we go into our text, we can see how this is all, initialized for us. And then, if we go to our design view, we can drag and drop our widgets in as we would have normally expected to. So our layout file is working as we think it should. Great. So another way we could add a layout file is we have to make sure that we click on our layout folder. Then we can click on File, New, and then just XML, and then the same link, right? We can either do it through File, or we could just right-click on the folder we want to add that layout file to. So another type of layout file or XML file we might want to add that I want to explain real quick is a values layout file. And the way we do that is we'll go to our values folder, we'll click on that, we'll right-click it, we'll click New, and then we'll go to XML, and then finally our values XML file, not our layout XML file. So the difference between these two is it just initializes our XML file differently. So we'll go to values XML file, we'll type in the name of our values XML file name. So we'll say, in this case, just test values. We'll click on finish here. And then you'll notice it just, as I said, initializes it differently. So, if we wanted to add an additional value to this test values folder, we would just, expand that resources here. Let's say we wanted to do a string, type in string, name that's required. We'll say, my name, and then Thomas Brown here, right? So we can add whatever type of values we want using this newly created test values XML file. Great. So once again, too, we can click on this values, and then we could do this through the file menu as well. We can go to new, XML, and then values XML file. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys how we'd create new layout files, just in case you get a little confused. Hopefully this video could save you, a few minutes or maybe even a half hour to an hour. I don't know. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I will see you in the next one.